Hello everyone, I'm CoolGuy, welcome back, and as we discussed in a previous video going over these weapons, every player in Destiny has their weapon. One is their own, one that's their favorite. This one is mine. Today we're reviewing the beloved sniper rifle from the Menagerie. It's a 90 RPM adaptive frame in the energy category that's solar. We now have 6 randomly rolled snipers in that 90 RPM category: Long Goodbye, Long Shadow, Soul Survivor, Fate Cries Foul, Elegy, and the Beloved. To get the Beloved, at the top of the chalice you slot in a Rune of Jubilation, and in the left column you slot in any red rune. When you complete the Menagerie, you are granted a Beloved. This frame comes from Destiny 1, and that frame, the feel, resembles an old Destiny 1 sniper rifle, the LDR 5001, the long distance relationship. And that was my favorite sniper in all of Destiny 1. I probably had well over 30,000 PvP kills with it, my absolute favorite. And there were other frames like it, such as the Epitaph, but to me, this is the LDR. There are some very special things about it, so let's start off with its base stats. It has a range of 55, stability of 51, handling of 52, reload of 44, aim assist of 68, a recoil direction stat of 77, and a zoom factor of 40. The zoom of 40 is the second lowest zoom in the game. There are only 5 total legendary snipers in the game that have a 40 zoom, and the lowest zoom in the game is at 35, which is the Twilight Oath and the Revoker. Both of those share the title of the lowest zoom snipers in the game. Now, out of the 6 randomly rolled 90 RPMs, Beloved has the best range, stability, aim assist, it's a close second for handling. All the stats collectively are well above average or excel. Before we get into the perk combinations, the Beloved is in a very good position, better than most because it can be farmed over and over. There are perks that you want to go for this, and honestly, it's not a bad thing to get multiple rolls. For the barrel, we have 9 options. None are bad, but there are ones to look for, like Arrowhead Break and Chamber Compensator. Those help recoil pattern, recoil control. It helps with follow-up shots, makes it a little bit more vertical in both PvE and PvP. We have Fluted Barrel. It gives the most handling. It gives plus 15 to the stat bar. Be looking out for that one. And most others give range or stability, and none of those are a bad option at all. Again, stability is good for follow-up shots, and the more range you get, the better accuracy, better aim assist you have. For the magazine, we have 8 options. Since the base stats are so strong, again, there's no bad option, but there are some you want to pay attention to if you get the right perks to go along with it for the magazine. We'll come back to these once we go through some main perks. A lot of them grant extra ammo to the magazine, and that's going to be a good thing. And for this sniper, Alloy Mag for fast reloads when the mag is empty, or Flared Magwell gives a bump to the reload. It's going to be very good, and also steady rounds. It makes those shots not bounce as high. But let's move on to its main perks. There's some very good perk combinations on the sniper rifle. In the first node, we have no distractions. Aiming this weapon for a short period reduces flinch. It is fairly significant, and I didn't go through all the testing, but the whole purpose of this is to show what we can have. But on the left, we have no perks at all, and on the right, we have enhanced sniper rifle and flinching and no distractions. So this is going to be your end goal for sniping. Look at the highest point of the flinch. Look at the path they take. The one on the right at its highest point would probably still be a headshot with these hitboxes. This is a top tier perk because we all know that getting flinched is miserable, and this perk really helps. Is there no flinch at all? Well, no, there is some flinch, but it greatly lessens it, helping you land shots through flinch, and that's the combo that you want, that you should strive for: enhanced sniper rifle unflinching with this perk. If not, definitely throw on regular sniper unflinching. It's made the sniper rifle feel great. Now we have Demolitionist, and if you've been watching my reviews, you know how much I like this perk. You get grenade energy on kills, and when you throw your grenade, it fully refills your mag from the reserves. So you can spin the mag on a major, or even in PvP, you throw that grenade at them and then get refunded the full mag without a reload. It can be an option. This is a new perk, and there are only about 6 ranged options in the game with Demolitionist, and this is one of them. Snapshot, universally, it's going to be good for snipers. And later in the review, we will show its base aim down sights, and then with Snapshot, and then with Quick Draw. Firmly Planted, increased handling, stability, and accuracy when firing while crouched. Now this can be paired with something from the next node, which we'll get to in a moment. Mulligan, not a bad perk per se. Missing a shot has a chance to return ammo directly to the magazine. If the perk pool wasn't so good, this would be ranked higher, but it's kind of on the lower end. And then we have Field Prep. Increased ammo reserves, faster reload, stow, and ready speed when crouching. Again, another perk to pair with the following node. It's not bad at all. In the second node, we have Boxed Breathing. Aiming this weapon for a short time grants bonus range and precision damage that resets after firing or exiting zoom. It's a top tier perk on this. A priority perk on a roll for PvP. You saw in the intro as to why. It joins a very special club of only a few that can one-shot a super off of spawn. This, the Tatara Gaze, and Izanagi's Burden. Very exclusive club. Quick Draw, another top tier perk. Weapon can be drawn unbelievably fast. Similar but not as good as Snapshot. And also it's really good at bringing out the sniper and stowing it. but it also grants a slight boost to your aim down sight speed, which we'll show in a bit. We have 4 times a charm. This is something to pair with field prep or firmly planted. You try to get a mag option in the middle tier, and then try to put on a backup mag. Rapidly landing precision hits returns 2 rounds to the magazine. Ambitious Assassin, it's a great PvE perk if you set up for the encounter. Not a top option with this perk pull though. We have moving target, it's a good PvP based perk. And then we have Rampage. I'm not really a fan of Rampage on a sniper rifle, some are, but in PvE you would kill an ad and then move on to a major, but I've always thought in a sniper rifle's case, with its magazine of 4 or 5, why would you just not land your first shot on the major anyway? It's gonna be up to you. I personally put it on the low end. Before we go over the perk combinations, let's talk about its aim down sights. So on the screen, first we have its base aim down sights, then we have quick draw, and finally snapshot. The base handling will always look bad next to these two, but you need to know that the base handling is decent, if not kinda good. The base handling doesn't feel slow at all, and in every clip that you've seen in this video so far and to the end, I don't have on snapshot or quick draw. The base handling is enough to get quick scopes off and drags off if you need to, and I can confidently tell you that because I've done it multiple times. But when using a sniper, it's all about with what you're comfortable with, what makes you feel the most lethal. So if you feel like you need snapshot or quick draw and you like those a lot, then go for it. Snipers are special because they're special to the player. But let's go over our top roles, the roles that you should be looking for. And let's start off with PvP first, and then we'll get into PvE. My role, the role that you've been seeing in all this gameplay, is corkscrew rifling, tactical mag, no distractions, and boxed breathing. No distractions and boxed breathing is actually the curated role for this, but the curated role has accurized rounds. So this one right here is my PvP role. The ability to shut down supers is invaluable for the Crucible with how frequent and how strong supers are. With these two perks together, it makes you aim down sights for a couple seconds, then both perks become active on the screen. I value no distractions with Enhanced Sniper Unflinching a lot. When I'm in lanes, it really helps. When I need to get a shot off on a super, it really helps. Because not every snipe you take is going to be a quitscope. Not every snipe that you take is going to be a lane hold. Collectively though, it's exactly what I want out of a sniper rifle. The ability to land shots through flinch and shut down supers is exactly what I want. If the handling was really low, like let's say Bite of the Fox, or some other snipers without quick draw or snapshot, I would err more towards snapshot over no distractions. But the base handling's fine, it really is. The second role to look for is snapshot box breathing. It's putting together a top tier perk with another one, box breathing, that is special for a 90 RPM sniper rifle. And I will stop and say that if they run really high resilience, like very high, 9 or 10, with some masterworked armor, they can survive the box breathing shot from this. When they do survive though, it's with a sliver of health, and out of about the 50 or so snipers I've shut down so far, about 2 survived this shot. So it's rare. Box breathing is kind of PvP centered. It's okay in PvE, but box breathing isn't as good as it once was, so you should look elsewhere. Next up, no distractions quick draw. You get better aim down sights than base, and you also have no distractions. It's a top perk combo. And a lot of people have been asking me on Twitter and in comments and in emails about snapshot quick draw. These do stack for ultra snappiness. I do think that it's very redundant though to have both. If you feel like or you want the feel of that, then you do you, go through with it. It's what makes you most lethal. But for me, I value other perks in one slot or the other. For PvE, and this is going to be the PvE section of the video if you decided to use it there, 4th time's a charm is going to be a must. And you're going to value that over box breathing. And you're going to want to pair this with field prep or firmly planted. Firmly planted to crouch, get good accuracy and stability to land your shots, and field prep gives you ammo reserves, fast reloads when you spin the mag. The base magazine is 4, so if you throw on a backup mag, it gets you to 5. But if you can swing it, you want to have extended mag with this setup. Then you would throw on a backup mag, like this one, it gets you to 7 rounds. That's huge with 4 times a charm. That's where the magazine comes in big, because you want extended mag, if not something like alloy mag. That's the one where you spin the entire mag, you get a very fast reload. So with 4 times a charm, definitely be mindful and pair it with something in the magazine column. Again, what's so nice is you can farm and keep farming, and that's going to be great. And that goes for all of these roles, but to remind you for PvE, the Sole Survivor from Reckoning and Gambit Prime can roll with 4 times a charm or triple tap with Firing Lane. Still today, Firing Lane is exclusive to the Sole Survivor, and that perk grants bonus damage while you're near 2 or more allies. There's going to be a card on the screen and a link down below to that role. And as I started out the video, what's nice about Destiny is there are some weapons that are just yours. Some are going to stay with Twilight Oath. Some are going to go with the new Pinnacle Sniper and so on. But with this perk pull, there's no definitive quote God roll. There really isn't. One person's going to say snapshot box breathing. The other's going to say no distractions quick draw and so on. Multiple rolls are going to be good. Like for me, again, no distractions box breathing. I'm okay with its handling. The perks combined is what I want out of a sniper rifle. And with its situation with the Menagerie, you can farm it over and over. Try out multiple top roll combinations, and honestly, there's no real reason to settle for something that isn't great. You get something that's good until you get the best. And of course, the best is going to be catered to you. As far as feel, it feels just like a Destiny 1 sniper, just like the Menagerie hand cannon feels like an IS Luna. And that review is going to be later on this week. Everything about it feels like Destiny 1. The look, the sound, the feel, all of it. I haven't met a player yet that snipes that absolutely hates Beloved, especially console users, because the aim assist stat of 68 is really high for these 90 RPMs, and I added a targeting adjuster, which makes it have 73 aim assist. It feels great, and I don't have a negative thing to say about this snipe. It's amazing. And to me personally, this is my main now, it will be for a long time, and with this review, I wanted to show what's special about it, and kind of point you in the right direction on what you should be looking for, to show you the difference between base, quick draw, snapshot, aim down sights. That way you can make an informed decision. That way when you're looking through all these perks, you can come up with something that's good for you. So if you're new to the channel, remember to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to see videos first when they go live. What are your thoughts on the Beloved? What roles do you have? And also, what do you guys think about the Menagerie to get these weapons? I would like to thank you for spending a little bit of your day with me, and until the next one, I am CoolGuy.